All right. Again, this is Ashamidli. This is the part 2 of the Excel messaging video tutorial. We are using student exam reports as the scenario. So let me proceed from where we ended. All right, so now we've prepared our data in XLS, okay, formatted. This is the XLS, yes, using the formulas to calculate the total score with AutoSum and then the rank formula for ranking the students, okay. So in this case, we assume that the students are about 40 in a class, for instance. That data don't necessarily need to be part of the column, right? Let's go onto the system. You remember I mentioned that you can't use this XLS file to send the exam report because the values that shows here, okay, is different from what shows in the value box. All right, so we saved it as CSV, okay, and this is our CSV file that we'll be using to send the report. And as you can see, the phone numbers are showing 233 as it should. For every for every CSV file, when you open it, you are going to find your numbers this way. Don't panic, the numbers are indeed valid because when you click on them in the value box, it shows the correct phone number. So this is not a problem. But if you want to still make it show correctly over here temporarily, you have to right click, go to format cells, say custom, and then select 0. Say OK. Now it will show nicely as it is showing up here. All right, and then for our rank, the formula is not there in the value box. It's showing the actual figures in the value box. So now this CSV file is there. Is a file that we can now use to send our SMS message. All right, let's go ahead. Don't save. So we'll go onto our platform, our account, and then you go to excelsms. Now, this is the interface for excelsms. If you don't know how to go about it, you can download the sample file and probably see how it's done. But then we've already prepared our file, so I'll just go ahead and say select the sender ID, okay, and then I'll choose our file. So you can just click to select the file, browse through your folder or Windows Explorer and then select the file, or you can just do it the way I prefer. I'll just drag and drop it over here. All right, once I've dropped the file, I can now see when you drop the file, you hover your mouse, you see that the file name will pop up here. So it means that the file has been selected. And then this question, file contains header row. Yes, because when you open the file, there's header, okay. This is the header row it's talking about, the titles, the column titles. So yes, this is already checked, okay. We are not scheduling. If we are scheduling, you can just select the date and time where you want the message to go later, but then we are not scheduling. For the purpose of this demonstration, I want to send it straight away. So let me say import. I've dropped the file, so now I can import the file. And at this page, okay, we've tried our best to, put in some labels to make you understand how it works, but then here is it. First, specify which column contains the phone number. That is the essence of this whole place. That's the essence of this whole place for this part, okay. So the parent phone, this column, okay, the first row data is always shown for you to see what is the data that the system will work with, okay, the first row. So this is the phone number field, right? Because when you click here, so you just need to select one field that is for phone number. That is all. You don't need to do anything here. You don't need to touch anything here. So if this field is, this column is where your phone number is, just select, but this is not phone number column. The first one is the phone number column. So I'll just select this. And then I'll move on to the next part. We don't have any template. So we can now compose our template. Now, insert contact fields into message. You see this field? All the column titles are showing here for you to insert them into your message body, right? That will pull the data for each phone number. All right, so let's proceed. So I'm going to type the message like, dear parents, okay, here let's say your word, okay. I'm going to insert the student name here. Your word, sorry, I'm going to insert the student name here. Your word, student name, okay, this guy, apostrophe s, because if you look at the data, okay, we have the student's name here. So here will be Veronica Midleys. So with apostrophe s, that's what it will be. Your word, student names space exam report. Let's say first term. First term exam reports are as follows. All right, as follows. Okay, let's see the semicolon. So we have English, is English, comma. So the score for English will be inserted in this variable. And then we have math, the score for math will come, comma. We have science, the score for science will also come, comma. Social studies, okay, you do social, that's a column name. Elective, let's say E-math, I think that will also work. E-math is E-math, comma, space chemistry is chemistry, comma, biology is biology, physics is physics, right? And then the total score. So as I counted in the part 1, we have 8 subjects, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Total score is what? Total score slash 800. So it means that to put in the total score, that is 714 out of what? 800. Okay, for the 8 subject, because each subject is over 100. Now, position or rank. So I will use position as what? Position is what? The rank. Position is rank. So that's first out of 40 students. Okay, so you know that the class, so the total number of people in the class is what you put the slash. And because the Excel formulas is doing a decent work for us, it is calculating who is first, and there's no cheat here. All right, so beautifully you are letting the parents know the rank of their award, the total score that they got in an SMS form. So let's say thank you, or even before thank you, you can add that school vacates on, let's say, 20th December and resumes on 10th January. Let's say 10th January 2026, something like this. Okay, so you can add even extra information as part of this thank you, or you can even add, or you can end it there. I mean, you are just sending the exam report. You will not probably need to add anything else. But then for your message not to be too long, I think you can just say thank you, but then optionally you can choose to add extra information. Okay, all right, so this is it. Now you can arrange them vertically or horizontally, you can just do line breaks for each subject, and then it will be one subject per line. But then I put in comments, so I think this is okay, and to communicate the same thing. All right. So once we are done this way, we just need to click the send button, and the magic will happen. I have all the SIM cards here. I'm using St. Teresa as this demonstration. For this demonstration, I just sent a text and it works. It means the sender ID is active. So I'll just push the send button. Oh, my Wi-Fi just went off. But then trust me, the messages will go through. Okay? Let me pause it here and then. All right, so I'm connected again now, and then I'm sorry for the interruption. It happens, but then this doesn't spoil our video. Now let's proceed. So as you can see, the message is ready, well created. So we just click the send button and see what happens. All right, so I'm going to push. Yes, so your campaign is successfully stored and it's being processed in the background. So let's wait for some time and see if the messages will drop. All right, so it is queuing at the moment. So in less than 1 minute, it should finish queuing, and then the messages should start going. Once it's done queuing, it's going to detect the total number of contacts. Yes, I've already received a message. Let me check. Both have come. As I told you, both phone numbers are in my phone here, and this is what we see. All right, so 2 contacts. When you look at the report, yes, 2 recipients all delivered. Okay, so if I should check my message, it says, the first one says, "Dear parent, your ward Veronica Midley's exam reports are as follows. English is 90, math is 85. Let's check. Let me use the XLS file to check. All right, let me use the XLS file to check to see if indeed it is correct. So I'm gonna let me push the browser here. This one. Yeah. So this is the message. So exam report, English is 90 for Veronica. So as you can see, the data is separate. Veronica's report came as it should. Okay. Chemistry, and the rank is first out of 40. All right. Okay, so I think the total score too is 714 out of 800. I think I didn't put in the rank label over here mistakenly. I'm sure when the connection went off and I had to redo the template. So I'm sure you get the idea. And then for the second one, Francisca Midley's, it mentions the second ward's name, and then the message goes to the correct phone number. As I told you, both numbers are in the same phone, so that's what I get for the second word. So assuming my kids are 2, I'm going to get all of them. Or if this phone number was repeated twice, it will receive twice for each student. Okay, so I'm sure you get the clear picture. This is how it is done. So kindly use this video as a guide. I'm going to put in the formula in the description for the rank. Okay, this formula. So you just have to change the column name. Okay, the column that has the total score. Okay, so the default formula will have the column L. So if your total score is column K, you just change the L to K, and then make sure that you insert it in this column, and then you drag it down. I'm sure this video will definitely be helpful. Thank you very much. Again, I'll use this opportunity to let you know that for Tonkra messaging, now our prices have been reduced. Okay, when you go to top up, okay, you don't necessarily need to always do a top up. You always have to sometimes also check the packages that we have. okay, for more, because the pricing that you get here is relative to the package that you are on. So if you are on the default package, okay, the pricing starts from 0.03, and then from 100 cedis to you get 0.028. But let's take a look at the packages. This is the current packages. We hope to reduce it further as our traffic grows. Okay, so these are our pricing. You can just purchase any package that you want for the unit and then send your messages. You can also make use of our API for developers, and then yeah, enjoy the service. Thank you very much. I'll be back to you again later with more videos. It is a goodbye for now, right? Bye bye.